Tobela, my name is Ngakatlukulu. That is my spiritual name. So, spiritual, yes, to hear spiritual things, because I'm going to talk about spiritual things. Since we're talking about ancestors, we need our spiritual ears on alert. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some things that are happening to our bodies and we don't understand. And sometimes our ancestors, they use names or words we don't hear, we don't understand what they mean. Sometimes it's English, sometimes Greek, sometimes, if you are like me, you like to Google things. When you go and check, you understand what your ancestors wanted to say about a particular thing. Okay, so they will send you on that chase where you have to find things. You become a forensic investigator, but this time you investigate why they give you those names, why they give you those words. Okay, so you have to try and help your ancestors physically by researching. Okay, but now I want you to understand, this is my experience, so I'm sharing with you about what happened when I first complained to my people, so you understand that yes, some of us, we complain. Okay, well, anyway, not just complain for the sake of complaining because some things that are difficult for our small peanuts brains. Okay, so anyway, I complained to my ancestors about the irregular waking up at intervals. I told you I like that, but at some stage I complained about that because I didn't understand why I'm being woken up at this time. I go and I try to sleep, and then the dream, and then the next thing I wake up because the dream almost scared me, and then I go, I couldn't even sleep. Sometimes I didn't even want to go and sleep because I was scared. I didn't know what I was going to be seeing or what I was going to be shown, or who was coming to talk to me at that time, because I didn't understand. And like I said, this was me at the early stage of initiation. One thing I didn't understand was that you expect your ancestors to come and talk to you. But now was no longer my ancestors coming to talk to me. It was other ancestors from other villages coming to me. And I didn't understand that. I thought I'm dealing with my ancestors, then I'm dealing with other people. So what the hell? There was a spiritual queue out there. So this was me at the early stages. Remember that. So my complaint was those people who were coming to me knowing that they're not my ancestors, and they are telling me some Sotho words, and for me, those Sotho words, I thought they meant something bad. So I was thinking, these people are sending me to other people, and those people some people that I knew, some ancestors that I knew, I thought they were not good. So how come my ancestors are allowing these people to come to me and talk to me? You understand? So I was like a nervous wreck because I didn't understand the spirituality properly. Okay? I didn't understand it at the time. So now my complaint was that why are these people that I didn't even think about them properly when they were living coming to me? And first, the moment they say their name, they are scaring me because I'm already thinking like bad. How did they even manage to come to me? You understand? So I complain about that. And remember, every person has got a different energy signature. We all have our signatures, our energies, right? Even with your friends, this kind of friends, when they are around you, their energy, you can feel it because they carry their baggages with them. That other one, you can feel it. Some people, you really, when you're in their company, you feel like, this I'm being drained. Then you feel some people, you're sucking off their energy because they're giving you some good vibes, isn't it? So you just want to be in their presence. And then even within the ancestors, there are others, especially when they're coming with things that are really difficult for me, at that time, for me to deal with. The things that they were telling me, they were difficult for me to deal with. When I'm writing a message, I'm thinking, these are big, they're beyond me. You understand? What am I even gonna say? I'm gonna call who? They're saying call this person. I'm thinking, how am I even gonna manage to introduce myself with this one? You understand what I mean? Because the message they're giving me, how? You know? So it was so difficult at that time. This was early stages, okay? So, and now, not only that, the children as well. I haven't got time to sleep properly. You know, I feel like I'm getting these headaches that are not going, you know, and my hubby as well, you know, it was difficult because I'm worried that what if something happens to me and he doesn't know how to manage to deal with it, because considering it's different, he doesn't understand this thing properly. How am I going to explain to them? What if he some things I was not even telling him, because what if he start thinking that I'm going nuts, I'm going crazy, you understand? So I was a confused mess. So I complained to my people. So anyway, after complaining, they said they understand everything, they understand they cannot give me too many messages, they understand that I'm married to someone different from me who doesn't understand these things, so they will be easy on me, they will make things comfortable for me, and we're supposed to work properly with each other, you know, things like that. So now they go on, they said, what is it? And about the time we will try and design, that's when they were telling me that they will try and do the science, you know, the science, they'll do science for me so that I understand what they mean by certain things, like waking me up, stuff like that. And then because we'll try and make you understand how we work, you understand, so that it's not too difficult for you. And they understand, they hear me, and they'll make things to be in order. And this work is supposed to be easy for you. It's not supposed to be heavy on you. Okay, it's not supposed to be too much for you. About this anxiety kind of attacks that you're feeling, you know, like those the heart palpitations. We'll work on that. It's not a big problem for us. Don't be afraid. It's nothing to be worried about. Don't be worried about this, especially that palpitation. Don't be worried about it, about your headache. We are working with it. When we finish, you'll see these things are not supposed to make you worry about. Okay. This one, that is very important. There's no stress with this, okay? I'm trying to put Sutu to English. You shouldn't be stressed about this. These are beta blockers. We are working on them. Beta blockers. I'll read what beta blockers is. BETA blockers. What kind of ancestors we are working with. So you understand that we are just not working with just any other people. We are working with people who knows what they're dealing with. Oh my gosh, where's that? I've taken that bead by mistake. Which website did I go into? So I can read what I've read in Sutu. Okay, I'll just go to NHS website. Can't see the other one I've read about. Beta blockers work mainly by slowing down the heart. They do this by blocking the action of hormone like adrenaline. Beta blockers usually come as tablets. Okay, this is when they're talking about it here medically. Okay, so what are beta blockers used for? To treat. They treat angina, which is chest pain caused by narrowing of the arteries supplying the heart failure to the heart to pump enough blood around the body, atrial fibrillation, irregular heartbeat. That's what my ancestors were working with. Heart attack, an emergency where the blood supply to the heart is suddenly blocked. High blood pressure when the medicine have been tried or in addition to other medicine. Okay. Less commonly, beta blockers are used to prevent migraine. Okay, or treat anxiety, all those kind of things. These are several types of beta blocker, and each one has its own characteristics. The type prescribed for you will depend on your health condition. These were my ancestors telling me that we are working with beta blockers. Spiritually, I had to Google that. As soon as I finished writing about that, I had to Google to understand what kind of beta blockers. These are people who are dealing with these things spiritually. Now they're trying to make me understand by giving me English names so that I go Google and understand what it is that they're working with me and what it is when they're working on my energetic body. So I have to go medically look at the way that they said beta blockers. That's when I knew that my ancestors, I'm dealing with serious people here. So I had to go and find what it meant and why people prescribe whatever it is that they were prescribing, and who uses beta blockers and what are they and why. You can look at me. I am special. My ancestors are special. That is what I want you to understand about our ancestors. When your ancestors come to you, you must start feeling it, because you're working with special people who know their things. So when we finish, you feel light. Well, in Lesotho they said you walk sliding. You'll be sliding when you're walking. Okay? Your heart, we are working with it. The anxiety kind of thing. We are trying to work on that so that you don't get scared when you have these people coming to you with different energy, different energies that are heavy on you. When I'm saying that, I mean that our people, it's like now here, we know that when we are in the presence of someone, let's just talk about it in Western terms. If you are like me, Ngakatlo, you've never met the president of South Africa, you meet them, you can pretend that you're not, it's normal. It's not. You feel something. If you meet someone maybe you're really excited about, those people who get too easily impressed, some big name celebrities, I'm giving you some things because some people are crazy out there about these people. So you feel it like, I'm in their presence. Or when you meet someone, like some people have got these energies, you feel it, when you're around them. Even your friends. Some friends, they come with baggages, like they make your energy like, these people are just draining you. Even us, we are draining people. We are sucking off people's energies. You understand? So you feel it. You can feel everyone has got their energy signature. You will know. When you start sensing people properly, you can tell different energy signatures. And even now, like sometimes you want to call when you're feeling very low, there's one person that you want to call, or there are two people that when you call, you feel, what was that all about? That is their energy signature. They make you feel like that. Some people, when they're calling, I'm not going to even answer that one. It's going to drain me. Energy signature at that time. Anyway, that is what I'm talking about with ancestors now. Okay, let me continue. So, don't be afraid. Don't be worried. These things are normal. They're okay. Okay, and we can see that you're always worried about these things when we're coming. It's okay to be, it's not gonna go on for long. Even the sleep, you'll start sleeping properly. We'll work on that. We're still trying to work out to see which one is best. When we're coming to you, how do we do it better for you? Okay, and we can see you're tired as well. That one is gonna finish. Yes, that they were right. And don't be worried. That one they kept on bringing it. Don't be worried. Things will be fine, because I was really worried at that time. Even your messages. Don't worry too much about them. The time will come when the messages will get to the people that we are trying to send them to those, right? Like I said, the client ancestors, their messages, when they were not, because I was getting too many messages, and when they were not getting to their people, I was worried that I'm not doing my job properly, because I'm not sending the messages where I'm not getting to deliver the messages as I'm supposed to. So I was worried about that. They said, don't worry. Even the instructions, when we are giving instructions or messages that are important, you'll know, because we'll make it obvious to you, which is, I'll talk about that in another video. So that is just that. So I was sharing my this so that you understand how it is when you're training. You need, when things are not right, you don't feel like they're right, you need to talk to your people, okay? Especially when it's relating to them and how they communicate with you and your situation. Because every person, we've got our own different situations. We are sometimes the environment, the people around us, and especially when they're training us, things cannot go as they're supposed to go if you were free, you understand? So when you're talking to your ancestors and they know you want to work with them, there's nothing that is stopping you from working with them. You really want to do it. So when you explain to them, they will understand and they'll make things easy for you. Okay? That is how I work with mine. All right? So that is why some things are the way they are with me. So anyway, so what is important with that is that we need to understand that our ancestors, they will use some medical terms to explain to us what they're doing with us spiritually, so that as people now physically, we can go check those things out to see what could be happening physically. If we were talking about a physical body, what could be happening, and when they are working with our etheric body or energetic body, this is what they do spiritually to us. So other things like when you know ancestors are there with you and they're doing things on you, you can tell, because those things you can. So you don't think like we're going crazy because these things happen to us. Sometimes they allow you to see them, to see what they're doing on you, okay? But physically, they're doing on you spiritually. Obviously, we're not gonna see, they're not gonna be, but some things they're gonna be like, they're gonna be shown to you, like it's like things are happening physical to your physical body, but they're doing them spiritually. They are telling you that if it was physical, we'll be doing something like this, and physically, when someone is doing something like this, it means that. That's why Google is our friend sometimes. Anyway, so that is just that. So anyway, we'll talk about other things sometimes. So this was just for me to share with you that sometimes we need to understand how our ancestors work with us, and we need to express our we need to express what worries us to our ancestors. Things that are not comfortable with us, we need to express to our ancestors, And when we're talking to them with respect, they'll understand, they'll listen to us, because sometimes they can see you playing around anyway. Anyway, I need to finish this on a positive note. So, yes, we need to talk to ancestors and listen to them and trust that they are doing their work spiritually. We need to do our work physically as well. So, that is just that.